Brandon Williams, anchor reporter at KPLC 7 TV in Lake Charles, Louisiana. So good to say those words. Welcome to this virtual Student Media Day. Brandon, thanks so much for joining us. You are a product of PGCPS schools, went to Largo
Yep.
High School, then you went to Prince George's Community College, then Bowie State, and now you're a professional broadcaster. But you've been involved with these media days as long as I've been associated with the college. Why specifically is it so special for you, this event?
It's special for me because it gives me a chance to come back to my roots, help guide the young people along that are trying to get into this career field. As you and me both know, it's very competitive and it's not an easy field to get in. Once I made the decision to choose this career path, it was pretty much easy for me. All I needed was some guidance.
Yeah, it's excellence, the partnership between PGCPS, the school, the mass comm program. It's just been an excellent marriage between them. And you've been seeing it, because you always gave back. And that's one thing I always admired about you. You always gave back and came back. Even when you went to Bowie State and thrived at Bowie State, you came back when asked to pour into these young people, which is really, really important. Talk about your time here before Bowie State. Talk about your time here at Prince George's Community College and the Mass Comm program. How did the classes and the hands-on experience, how did that actually mold you and help you become the professional broadcaster that you are today? I'm going to say that a lot because it's so good to say that, professional broadcaster. How did it help?
It helped tremendously because, me being a person that relies on a hands-on learning environment and a space where, I could practice and ask a lot of questions because, at certain times in class, that's really much the playground for you to ask all the questions that you need to ask, because when it's prime time and you have to perform, it's too late to kind of ask questions. So it's either, ask them now or don't ask them at all. So being in the classroom setting really helped me a lot. And then having people who are really experienced in every single facet of broadcasting, it was very, very, very helpful to get all those words of wisdom and all those lessons in, and learning everything in the background, I would say, was a lot more important, because then you actually get to learn like how to make this thing we call television. It was really cool to be able to work with so many other like-minded classmates that I had that wanted to pursue this same career path. Even I was able to learn a whole lot of stuff from them, whether it be just another broadcasting tip while I'm on air, or whether it be something behind the scenes that could, help bring about some longevity to my career. And I just really enjoyed the camaraderie that we all shared, especially when it came to broadcasting the basketball games and getting everything prepared for Sportsnest, because because the whole thing with Sportsnest is that we shoot everything, at the desk in one day. But the other stuff that people see when we toss like the packages and the stories, people don't know that we're shooting those at different times in different parts of the school year. So to see it all come together was a really great thing to see.
Mm-hmm. And to see all of you all come back when we opened up the Center for Performing Arts, to see that group shot of all of you that had participated in Sportsnest come back, and knowing that the Center for Performing Arts and all the bells and whistles, you guys, started with all that, but now the next generation, the students that are watching this video and everybody else who's watching this video, it's endless. The possibilities are now endless with this new space.
To come back and to see, just the growth of not only the department, but, the Fine and Performing Arts Center as well. It's definitely been a joy to watch. It definitely brings a lot more attention to the Mass Comm program, I believe, because, some folks, while you're in college, will say to communications majors, and I've heard this quite a bit, was that, oh, you're a communications major. Are you sure you can, make some good money with that? Are you sure that you can, make a career out of that? And I'm like, absolutely, I can. Just because you may be fearful that I may not be able to doesn't mean that I have to accept that, you know. And that's the type of confidence that students have to have, at that point. And I'm glad that I had that confidence within myself and that you guys believed in me at that point, because when I make up my mind to do something, I go after it 100%.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Brandon, many are watching this interview. Some students, you were in their shoes a couple of years ago. Some students are watching now, and even other people who are just inspired by your successful journey. What words of wisdom would you like to express?
Always believe in yourself, stay prayed up, always ask questions to your mentors, keep them in the loop. It's never a dull moment in this business at all. Soak up all the knowledge that you can. Be a sponge every single day and be a student every single time you step out on the anchor desk.
Brandon Williams, it's so good to not only call you my former student, but now a colleague of mine in the profession of professional broadcasting. Thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck to you in your career, young man.
Thanks, Professor. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.